Ooh, okay, we've got Hair Trigger, which is from Harengon, and they get to add their proficiency bonus to their initiative. We've got Drop Weapon Training.
Is that supposed to be drow weapon training?
Probably.
Drop weapon training. I can drop my weapons like no other.
That's a typo. Drow Weapon Training.
Yeah, so that's like scimitars, rapiers, maybe stuff like that.
And then Vampiric Bite. I'm getting a lot of vibes of this, of a culture that's seen war their whole lives. They've had to train every person from the age where they're strong enough to even carry a weapon. They've had to train them to fight. They're very quick and agile, so they're able to add their proficiency to their
initiative.
And then, Monty Python rabbit. And then with Vampiric Bite, I mean, these sound like nighttime creatures or underground creatures already. And then obviously like draining life force from their enemies. That could be very ritualistic of you only count your kill if you're able to drain from them.
Let's even kind of get away from like the humanoid concept, right? So it's something that's very quick. You know, I start to picture like a snake coiling up. I don't want to do another snaky thing, but I kind of want to go like buggy.
And yeah, I mean like, so like a mosquito,
or like a mosquito, or like a leech.
Ooh.
With a vampire bite. You know,
a leech like that has legs,
yeah,
or it could even be water based, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe this is an amphibious creature that can coil its body in some way, or it's got, you know, kind of like mantis shrimp or those sorts of things where they kind of like they're not a snake coiling up, but they kind of have like
they have that their spine, their backbone,
you know, that kind of stuff that springs them into battle. Maybe the drow weapon training instead is maybe they're proficient with weapons that are similar to their natural weapons. So maybe you could even switch it out to, instead of doing drow weapon training, maybe they have weapons that are the equivalent of some drow weapons that are like part of their body.
Yeah, no, I could see it being also like they shed their chitin. They've got some kind of hard carapace that they shed at a certain age. Once they've shed that skin, that hard surface, that's when they're old enough to learn how to train with their weapons. And they themselves have to craft this chitin into a weapon that they have to use.
That starts to sound like lizard folk, lizard
Does
man.
It?
Yeah.
Lizard man.
Because they like the race from Volos.
Okay.
They can craft things out of bone and to make weapons. That kind of reminded me of. So what do we like? Do you like the mosquito concept? Maybe it's a little airborne. Maybe it's like those bugs that kind of skate along the top of the water. Oh, and then okay, that's it.
Those like water skeeter bugs that run across water. Ooh.
Yeah. The Orin says, I love that the vampiric bite feels ritualistic to Opal. I can see the drow weapon training influenced by the culture around vampiric bite.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. I think let's go with this water. I don't know what they're called. Water skeeter. I don't know.
I will Google it because I'm sure that we just have a hick name for them.
Yeah, I know the Pokemon it's based on is Surskit.
Jaraday family. So they're water striders. Ooh, it could just be called the Striders.
I like that. Ooh, a dragonfly concept.
That would be cool.
Oh, so maybe their wings don't give them flight, but that's maybe what makes them like spring forward into initiative and stuff like that, and that's how they pounce on things to get their leech vampiric bite.
Kind of like a hovercraft.
Yeah.
Like uses propulsion over the water.
Yeah. So I
could see also like
flight, but yeah.
I don't think that dragonflies molt their skin.
I think they do.
Do they? I know that like cicadas do. Maybe dragonflies do. I don't know. I
think so.
But it is kind of like a sword shape. Like it's very long and then it comes to a point. So if it is a hard skeleton chitin or carapace or something, then that could very easily be like a lance that they could maybe just put on their top two hands.
Quick question. Is chitin synonymous with exoskeleton?
No, exoskeleton.
They're different, right? We'll look it up.
It's irrelevant. Yeah. But if you know, let us know.
Got like a dragonfly-like build. Let's make it kind of humanoid, but it can go on all fours when it's skating across the water and its wings kind of propel it while its tiny little feet. And so it's got drow weapon training in that its tiny arms that are used to skate along the water can also function like piercing people maybe.
Yeah.
But they have a hibiscus, I don't know what the word is.
Hibiscus plant.
Yeah. Whatever the mosquito part is, that is their stinger to fish around for blood.
Okay, yeah.
You know,
I think sucker part.
Yeah, and so it's kind of like a bug person in that sense.
I like that.
Maybe it's a descendant or a cousin of Umber Hulks in some way. What if they have a skinny little cousin that likes to skate along water sources, whether they be top of subterranean or on the surface.
The aspect, so I mentioned like there's maybe an aspect that they've seen war their whole lives. Maybe they've been subjugated by these Umber Hulks, and they're kind of learning how to fight back now.
Oh yeah, so more slavery. D&D loves slavery. So maybe even not even slavery, but maybe they had kind of like hippos and birds when they have like you eat the bugs off me, symbiotic relationship, you know. So maybe they had something like that with the Umber Hulks. Balcamian says dragonflies have a large portion of their life underwater and only get their wings at the end of their life. So maybe this race could, at like 5th, 9th, I don't know, some level.
16th here.
Yeah, well, that's pretty high for a racial thing. They usually get them sooner.
I'm
not against that, but I was like,
does Grung get their feature at level 16? Because that would be a good thing to base it off of.
I don't know of any racial traits that happen above like level 5.
Oh, okay.
Off the top of my head. Let me know if anyone knows of one. That'd be an interesting precedence. And maybe you get like limited flying at a certain point, and maybe later it becomes full flying. I don't know. But I love that idea of like maybe they start out underwater, and then as they reach adulthood, that's when they venture out and become water skaters, striders, and that sort of thing. Orin says, and also with many bugs, there's a lot of connection with smell or sense. Maybe they can smell somehow when a creature with blood they can drink is around them. Yes, so they get a blood sense. You might even be able to give them like a blood frenzy, like some of the like sharks get.
In battle, they have to frenzy themselves, like a barbarian has to go into rage. Maybe they have to go into frenzy by drinking blood.
Yeah, they
to be better warriors.
Yeah, or the enemy is hurt is usually how it works. Is like you gain advantage against anything that is wounded. That would be pretty strong. That's okay because we're just talking high level, just like what's cool right now, right? And so maybe they also have advantage to track things based on smell, kind of like a dog.
Yeah,
but
like a mosquito.
If they have blood, so like a construct, you wouldn't be great at tracking them, but or maybe only if they're wounded.
That's more vampiric too.
Yeah, mosquito race. We thought we would do that today.
Mosquito dragonfly race.
Mosquito dragonfly water strider race.